beautiful masterpiece car 14. It has been beautifully, fully restored to bring it back to a piece of St. Thomas history. Today is just the beginning of many great days ahead for this beautiful car. There are going to be select special trips throughout the summer, throughout the year, that will continue into the future. So please follow us online, check online, follow all the news sources of what's happening. So encourage everybody to follow us and share it with your friends and family. This car and many trains in rail history in the community are near and dear to many community member hearts. So please check it out. Oh, my notes are flying away. This journey is the first journey of car 14 since 1957, which is absolutely incredible. The ECRM Elgin County Railway Museum took possession of this in 1999. So it has taken us 26 long years, a lot of hours, thousands if not tens of thousands of hours by our dedicated volunteers who have put this back to what it originally looked like. And since 1957, today marks its first journey down to Port Stanley, which is very, very exciting. We have many people here today to thank. Obviously, I do want to start off by thanking Rose, manager at the museum, who organized all this and contacted many of you to get you out. So thank you, Rose, for your hard work on here. All of the community support that we've had over the last 26 years putting this together and working on this. But this would not be possible without our dedicated, our talented volunteers who, as I said, have spent thousands, if not tens of thousands of hours restoring this masterpiece so we can celebrate today. So a huge round of applause. Some of them are here, some of them will be here later today. So thank you very much.
Woo! It truly is an exciting day to be here. And right now we are at about 760 feet above sea level. In about an hour and a half's time, we're going to be at 570 feet below sea level, or above sea level. And it's an interesting ride that we're going to take today, and it's one that I've done in the past, but I'm so excited to be on this one. In 1853, a group of local businessmen in London and area got together. It's just kind of coincidental that a couple of them were brewers, John Labatt and Thomas Carling. Another gentleman by the name of Samuel Peters, who's an architect and an engineer, but not related to me. But they got together with a dream and a vision to connect 24 miles from London to Port Stanley. Port Stanley was the most important harbor on the north shore of Lake Erie. And they needed a way to get goods and people from Port Stanley to London. So the railway was chartered and work began. But I have to tell you, this wasn't the preferred route to come through here in St. Thomas, because it cost a lot of extra money, because they had to build a large trestle over Kettle Creek to the north and a large trestle to the south over the Mill Creek. But after 244,000 pounds, that was the cost of the railway. The 5.5 foot gauge railway opened in 1856. By 1866, 37,000 passengers were riding it. But London couldn't afford to operate it.
Okay, so as you can see, I was just at the station, and there's some speeches going on. I'm sure CTV News London's going to record it tonight. I see Brent Lale over there. If you want to see the full speeches, I can put the links in the description. And this is Winnie L3. We're going to be pulling car 14 on the London Port Stanley. First time since 1957. We're going to Port Stanley from St. Thomas again. 26 years, as you can hear, was Elgin County Railway Museum president. I don't know if that was him or not, but 26 years restoring this car after it was being bought from Quebec, I believe. First time in many decades this thing's going back to Port Stanley. Okay, here's the coach. I actually toured this car millions of times when I actually volunteered at the Elgin County Museum in 2018. And this car, when I was touring it, it was just gutted right to the studs. Like literally, it did not look close to this. But now, it looks a lot better. Wouldn't you agree?
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Steve and I used to travel this riding, and at every event I had to live with the fact that Steve knew way more than I did, and he still does. Right? But I want to say thank you to all of you who did all of this. This was a labor of love over a great number of years, and of course over those years we did hear about it as it was happening.
Hey, Larry! Okay guys, so we got a ride on the train. Okay, Brent. There's Brent. Leo.
I think Louise's name is such a regular,
That
like
would be my dress you're standing on, huh?
Louise, it's Louisa, right?
There's inside.
Z-A-V-I-T-Z.
Yep,
Or
Z,
I-T-Z,
yep.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, so that's what I thought.
Hi, Brent.
Hey, how you doing?
Get this on CTV.
We're filming each other, filming
Yes,
each other.
we are filming. This is going on YouTube.
Oh, and Scott Cokie, the first time we did music on the rails with the lights activating, it's got the woman talking. He got somebody hacked into the radio.
Hey, don't forget we're stopping at John Wise Line.
Okay.
What's going on at John White?
The people that donated the money to finish this house, the parents live right there.
Like the hay hoses out there. The hay hose?
No, John Wise Line.
Oh, John Wise Line, sorry. So are they getting on there, or are we just stopping?
No, they're on here. They might pop out for a second, take a quick picture or something.
Oh, okay. So we said they had $400 or $500 in the strong drink fund for 11 guys for 4 days. Yeah. No, and everybody stopped at the Depenier and bought a box of wine. Some guys bought
There's the
two.
old CNO
So they said
roundhouse
there's
remains.
14 boxes of wine.
I can get into that.
I said, are you just bringing yours home? They said, yeah. He said, because he took 12 beers, like it was, yeah, crazy. But they're in the cabin because it's crappy, so, you know, poker started at 3 o'clock yesterday.
And that's his wedding scene.
Yeah, you made to make the joint
Well, so Matthew Clark's getting married, and we got invited to the wedding. But the wedding's in August, and some of their invitations like in March. And he goes, "You've only got 3 rare pies." I said, "So we're not gonna wait." I've been gone to one wedding that I actually am close to these kids, but you know, and baby showers. So my cousin's daughter, who we don't see a lot, got pregnant, and they invited us to the baby shower. And I'm like, I am not going to start going to baby showers for my cousins' kids.
Yeah.
I said,
This is where my grandfather is buried.
Yeah.
I said,
Ramon
I
Pineda.
don't enjoy baby showers so much.
Here we are passing Parkside School.
Came to see it again. Just talking about it. Yeah. He doesn't know if he wants to live in Burlington.
Right.
Because he said it's so busy and whatever. But on the flip side, he said, you know, it's closer to his family. I don't know what I asked him. He said he's going to hang in the house as long as until they tear it down or whatever they're going to do, and then he'll have to make a decision. But that's a nice spot. It's great. It's all wood and it's back, and it's nice, but it's not going to be so nice when they start to when they continue on the base road. There are real fans out there.
It's swarming like the plague.
Like the plague. You know this guy. You know who this is?
I remember Dan, I always told you I wanted to put a WCH bell on that thing.
Alright, Andrew, here we go.
So that was Parkside. Okay, and there's so many random residents just like looking at us, like what the heck is this thing? Okay, so we're gonna be calling up to John Wise Line for a stop. I think. Sorry, I'm just making a YouTube video.
Didn't realize you were filming. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. I just didn't want to disturb your peace.
I think actually CJ's son's named Bradley too.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It's just amazing.
Oh, there goes somebody else around it.
It's just amazing, like the amount of people that were all just like watching us as we were passing. They didn't know what this thing's so vintage. Yeah. Okay, we're passing John Wise Line. We're gonna be picking up a few people.
So it's St. Thomas to Waits at that. I thought that too, but no, it's not really. And then the last, like I won't be here because I gotta take my mom back to London, but
I can.
the last strip is going to White's as well, or is it going to? Yeah,
It's only the middle trip that's going on.
yeah, Dan.
Okay, here we go. White's Park.
Straight BS of having had to change it to WY.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So many people watching us. It's so cool.
All the people have come just to see the train.
Yes, it's so.
It's been on the. It's been. Yeah,
Like,
You've got gymnastics afterwards, sweetie. Yes. You already got to spend an hour working at the station. Look at that. What is that? Oh, do you want?
Wait, we're not stopping at White's?
thought we were stopping at White's.
Are we stopping at White's or no? I guess not.
I guess we're not.
There's an 11 o'clock or don't get on here.
Don't get on here.
Yeah.
They're gonna be.
Okay, so it looks like we might be passing Union Station.
I heard when that they moved the entertainment
that train, we're going into that siding.
No, you're going
Matthew Clark,
the main.
Tim Harvey. This is Ben
The
Roberts,
regular train is on
and
the
this
freight
is
train.
Brad Jeffrey, the OSR president. And
We are going.
And this is Gorn, Gorn.
Pay attention there, Clark. We're coming up on Union.
And this is
No, you want to watch Union Pass?
my friend.
Yeah, it's on that side.
No, it's on your
This is
Not all made of metal.
this is Bradley Roberts.
Part metal, part wood. But most of the PSDR engines are the original PSDR.
Okay, here we are going through the PSTR yard.
I think the only reason why.
Hopefully my phone doesn't conk out because it's storage full.
There's Andrew.
Yes, we are here.
So if we
We're gonna be here for about 20 minutes or so, I think.
So we're gonna get off and do a little walk around and all stuff, okay?
Oh yeah.
Looks like I wonder if the murder mystery train's getting repainted too. It looks, since it's in the yard.
Do you recognize where we are though?
Is it,
Fort Stanley.
what's
We got one Stanley. We got Stanley.
here's the Port Stanley Lake,
Are we gonna
Lake Erie, the Port Stanley Harbor.
Camera with you. Keep it over your.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Wasn't me.
with all the like old
There's L1,
There's L1. There's Trinity.
and there's the little red bird that caboose, my favorite car.
Not even the train moving the camera.
Yeah, I've driven that one. Right there.
That's probably why the murder mystery train was put on the yard track.
Down in Port here, Brad? Or is it mostly in St. Thomas?
It's mostly in.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the lake. This
They are.
one
Oh, you ready
is
to wave?
our usual.
Okay, we arrived at Port Stanley Station. Oops, sorry. Hi, Aaron. Good. I rode the first train since 1957 to Port Stanley. You like it? Excuse me. All right, leaving Port Stanley Station. Here we go.
They don't be putting me in there.
Okay.
intersection is active on Warren Street. Car crossing is clear.
Okay, now hopefully now delete some photos. We can catch the Zavitz Palm Bridge.
Yeah, they're far enough back. Three big cars to Robert's Line, L3. It stops and the crossing is clear. Conductor Highway L3 clear on the Zavitz Pond Bridge.
Here we are passing Union Station. Okay, here we are passing White's Park.
Conductor Harvey to L3, clear at the White's station here, and I believe Tim's cleared, obviously, you can see him. There are some pedestrians at Fruit Ridge. Conductor Harvey, two cars to Fruit Ridge line. One car, traffic stopped, crossing is clear.
John Wise line, here we come.
County Road 40.
we're coming up to John Wise. Again, there's a few photographers there. Haven't hit the bonding yet. Going over it right now. Conductor Harvey Dale, 3 lights are on at John Wise, and we've got about 4 big cars. Harveydale, 4 cars to Southdale.
Southdale line.
I'll stop Melbourne. Is clear. Conductor Harvey to L3, 4 cars to Sunset, and the lights are on. Two cars. Traffic is stopped, crossing is clear.
Houses by all along there, and it used to be a 328-acre farm, and that's right.
2 cars.
Wow. I remember back in the 2000s, it was
One car, crossing is clear, traffic is stopped. L3.
actually buried here. Got into a motorcycle accident about 10 years ago.
I used to work for the cemetery since St. Thomas.
Larry, you remember Ramon Pineda, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really know that well, but I remember.
Yeah, my grandfather? Yeah, he's buried here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Right next to the train tracks.
What's another name?
Conductor Harvey L 3, 4 cars to Elm Street where we will stop. Conductor Harvey, Conductor Clark, over. Conductor Clark, go ahead. Traffic is all stopped at Elm. You're good to proceed. Conductor Harvey to L3, okay to proceed slowly across Elm Street. Conductor Clark will be getting back on. Conductor Clark is back on. We're clear to proceed northbound to the L&PS station. Clear, L3. Two cars to Pop Street, L3.
Love the train that much. Reminds me when I was little, I used to do this.
One car to Bump Street and the crossing is clear, L3.
L1 to Conductor Corcoran. The porch light is on. The back brake is released. Everybody's on board and we're cleared to go south from White Spark to Port Stanley, correct? Thank you, sir. L1 is now south.
to it.
Location 15.73, crossing deactivated.
There's an old lamp, an old sign. There's the bell. Nice. Like that too. That's if you want to have a stop. Okay, so I guess that's gonna conclude it for this video. As you can see, as you can probably tell, my phone storage was full, so that's why I couldn't get a shot at this crossing. So that's why I came down for the second train, so I could get a shot at this crossing as well. So here's the train fading away. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was the first L&PS railroad history ever. First train since 1957 with the car 14 to Port Stanley from St. Thomas. Hope you guys enjoy.